Hello and welcome back, Griffin Indiana. So as I was packing up our cedar before, the neighbour popped over and said he had his field that he needed cultivated. So I'm like, yep. So we have got a fair bit done. We just got this top half section left to do. And then I think we'll have a nap and get into November and hopefully our field has flourished over here. But yeah, it was 20 grand. It was 26 grand if we used our own equipment. But with the equipment we have, that little subsoiler and that little tractor, would have taken 2 days. So we took the pay cut just so we can get it done a little bit faster. And even then, it's still taken a fair while. I think this is an 8 or a 9 meter cultivator. Would have preferred something a little bit bigger, but it's better than a 3 meter that we have. 3 times as fast. And we get to drive this wicked Vulture, so I'm not complaining, it's almost brand new. Oh, missed a bit. Too busy sightseeing. I've never been down this part of the map before. It's pretty... the sawmill just here. Field 1's nice. Let's put it on cruise control for a second so I can... Look at that. It is huge. And it's also $1.9 million, so we're struggling to keep it above 10,000 at the moment. But at least this will get us up around the or close to the 30 grand mark, if not just a bit over, which will give us that little bit of leeway. We do have to buy fertilizer spreader, but there is a cheap one there for 3 or 4 grand. And I think we've still got a little half a trail load or a little bit more of silage. So that's another 5 or 6 grand as well. So we should be sorted when it's time to harvest our field, I hope. Fingers crossed. But I'm going to get back to this. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a what's it called? Time lapse. And we'll knock the rest of this out and see what happens tomorrow, because it'd be cool if we could pick up a couple little baling contracts or something. We've got to keep making money. I want to try and either get a chicken coop in or get some more land. I mean, we can't. We're looking at that land up the top the other day, so hopefully we can try and do something like that. Get ourselves a bit bigger field. We'll have to modify our cedar so I can fit through the bridge. But besides that, we should be good. This said it's 70% complete, so we've got 30% to go. And we'll see you back here in a minute. Alright, we're just grabbing the last little bit that we missed earlier, and that will be that. He said just to leave it over there in the animal dealer parking lot, or just in the corner of the property. There's no big deal, he'll come and get it. I think that's his house down there. Not sure if that's his or his farm hand, and that's his house there, so. Not a bad little cultivator. Definitely does the job. Alright. Let's see if I can get the pay on that one. We got it. 20 grand. So we're going to have a bit of a sleep and get back to it in the morning, I reckon. Good morning and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. Got told about a contract. I think it's 8 grand, 9 grand to get this one done today. Gonna be raining soon, so they just said get an early start on it. So I apologise that it's a little bit dark. Can't do much. I can't make the sun come up any faster. But yeah, good little way to raise some cash. At least bit of extra cash in the bank. I think at home what I was gonna do today was do our grass. It's almost ready to cut again. When they gave me a call about this one, there was a contract for $110,000 today. I think it was potatoes or sugar beet. 150,000. Look at that. Now that would take a long time, but it would be a great way to earn some cash. That would buy us a field. But I think we're going to give that one a miss. I'm just, yeah. It'd be too easy, like money-wise. Can't even imagine what that would be if it was set on easy. Probably 160, 170 grand. But potatoes is where the cash is at. You get tons and tons of them. So a field that big with a harvest that small, you'd want to have a bit of cash in the bank or have a couple of harvesters running on that. Or even the Titan, the big what's it called? This is that big harvester. The Colossus, that's the one you'd want to run. Because you can put the unreal headers on it and get like 50, 60 kilometers an hour. Wouldn't take that long to get it done at all. But it's just we don't have that sort of cash. Moving forward, if we can afford one of those things, I'll be picking up all the potato and sugar beet contracts we can to pay for it. You do a couple of big contracts like that and that machine's free. And as much I'd love to get that, I'm not sure if this map could handle such a big machine, but at the same time, that would be cool to earn us some cash. I'm even thinking about getting, you know, a bit of lawn mowing equipment coming up and starting to do these baling contracts with our own machinery. We're only sort of making an extra $500 or $1,000 per contract for these small ones, but some of the big ones, I think field 34, 33 and 32, they're pretty decent sizes. Where are they? 33, 32, 31. These ones here are pretty decent size, so make some pretty good money off that. But for now, we're just running some soybeans, which is good. Good money on these things, so that's why they're, you know, I think it's 9 grand or something, so it's not a lot, but it'll get us up around the close to the $40,000 mark, which will make life a little bit happier and easier for us. I'll get this header run done and then we'll whack on the cruise control and just go up and down, I guess. Not a whole lot more that we can do. Can't make it go any faster, but hey, we've got a coffee. It's not raining yet. As long as that holds off, we're gonna be good. Sit here, chill out, drink our coffee and steer this awesome harvester around the field for a couple of hours. Not a bad rig. Got a few hours on it, but runs like new. Looks like new inside. They've looked after it. Alrighty, well I'm going to throw on some cruise control, whack on some tunes and get this party started. Just getting the last of it. I've got the farmer in there helping, but I think we're going to fill up before it gets all of it. Unfortunately, we're going to have to come back and do another run. Always the way. How much is in it? 1,000 litres. I think if this clears out the contract, we'll probably just let them sort out the last part. I can say. Now where does this have to get to? Oh no. Damn, it's got to go into the farm supply production in our property. I don't think we're going to be able to get this machine in there, in all honesty. I guess we're going to find out, right? I didn't think about that. Sometimes when you put production buildings in, the game will use them as a sell point. I didn't really think about that when I put it where it did. I wasn't ever expecting to come in there with a huge big size trailer like this. Alright, let's get down there and see what we can do. Alrighty, cross your fingers. Let's see how we go. Gonna be interesting. You may be able to do it. Might just take a little bit of moving around. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the pipe. The 8%. It's gonna be tight. Let's see. Come on, come on. 88%, I don't know. Yes. Got it. Wicked. Super stoked about that. I really didn't want to have to go and buy some stuff for that. We might leave this stuff parked here. We'll finish up that contract. And then we'll get into our field. I think the grass on this is ready to go. We've got 7,800 for that, which isn't too bad. There was excess there, wasn't there? I'm not sure. Do we keep that? Yep, we got 3,000 litres of soybeans in there. What can we use that for? Can be used for different types of food by the looks of it. But we could always pull that out and take it and sell it anyway. So it's not a huge loss. It's not like we're stuck with it in there. I know back before they done an update, any excess stuff it would sell to you, or just you get paid for it. But I think they fixed that up because people were probably playing it too much on that. Alrighty, let's see how we go getting this grass sorted. Just gotta try and keep it off the fence, I guess. Sorry if you can hear fans in the background. I just I shampooed my office carpets earlier, and I got fans going and a heater going just to try and they're dry to walk on and stuff, but I want to make sure they're dry and don't end up with that wet smell. Got myself a carpet shampooer, not to replace the professionals, it's just to keep them cleaner in between when you get them done properly, I guess you could say. Having a dog doesn't know how to wipe his feet, so to make sure we don't have 6 million inches of sand and dirt through the house. He tends to come in here at night time while I'm recording because everyone else is asleep. He just comes and hangs out and looks at me stupid. He's like, "What are you talking to, man?" But good times. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is just get this closed, done up. I'm not gonna. I'll do that section up there later. Like, I just wanted to do the square field down here. I still am very keen to lay this out as a field. That's why I'm sort of just doing this section to see what it looks like. Obviously, I'm thinking we're going to have to remove the fence, open it up a little bit. I was thinking about purchasing the property next to us, but there's not really any point. I don't think you can, even though there's no one living there, you can't demolish the house. Cool if you could, but I think when we can afford to purchase land, we look at one of them bigger blocks up the top that we're looking at, and all the blocks that are behind us are straight ahead there. We will purchase some ones up there for sure. But I wouldn't mind getting like a bit more of a full-size block. That's why I'm thinking about seeding this field, but we sort of can't really do anything until December, January. Because if you leave, I mean, if I cut the field in now, we would lose a stage of fertilization. But if I cut the field in without mowing the grass, you get that extra stage of fertilizer. So when we get down here, I'll show you what I mean. When we made that field behind us there, the grass was ready to be mowed. So once we ploughed it, it actually gave us a free state of fertilizer. And because our seeder has fertilizer, that gave us a second state. So we don't actually have to put fertilizer on that field. It should be at 100%. There you go, 100%. So that's a bonus. So, you know, if we're going to do this field, we'll probably let it sit. Normally it's not a big issue, but when you haven't got tons of cash, it's a bonus. Saves you. I mean, we've got the fertilizer sitting there, we just don't have a fertilizer spreader. That saves us that extra cost. That's what we got to do too, is get that whatchamacallit, windrower sorted. Be super handy. I might finish this off and we'll get back to you when we're getting some more stuff done. Alright, there we go. Plonk this back up here, and I know there's a cheap windrow I've used before. I think it was about 1,100 bucks. We might get that for us. Make it a little bit easier to manage things. Tidy up this area in a minute. It's going to be a bit of an issue. We could probably take away the grass from here anyway, or most of it. Make a little driveway out of here. I'm still thinking about, once we get some cash, we'll probably look at getting a better shed, or a different shed. There's something that's a bit more open that we can use a bit more. 2,500. That's the one there I was looking at getting, because it's got the PTO behind it, but it wouldn't work too well with our fence. I think we'll go this one here. Nice and simple and cheap. That's the main one. Wish we could mow this grass here. There'd be a fair bit there that we could snavel up. Yeah, we do have a lot of seed and fertilizer left just over here. Probably still about 3,000 litres of fertilizer, and by looking at that, about 1,100 of seed. Get this back over and give it a shot. Yeah, it's pretty decent. What we want. We'll pack that up so we can fit through the garage. No cars that time, luckily. It's the first time I think we've gotten through both times, front and back. Let's see if we can get this through the doors. That's the only downside with this shed. It's that little bit too skinny. There we go. This will be a lot easier than trying to get the cultivator, the forage wagon around at the same time. Get all the stuff from the corners, hopefully, a little bit better. Oh, we still missed a little bit, but not to worry. Once the fences are gone, that won't be a drama. Not a bad little job at all. Should make life a little bit easier. We'll have to sort out something across the bottom for the forage wagon. Not going to be able to turn as neatly as this. Maybe we'll do a couple of rows across the bottom to bring it up in line with it, but I think this is going to be perfect for what we need. Trying to get this up a bit further up so we can get it off that wall. Helped a little bit. See how it goes, I guess. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be done. The fence is really making it a bit of an issue. That I like the look of the fence, though. That's the problem. We'll get there, sort it out. Missing a few pieces, but we can pick them up with the forage wagon anyway. At least we're not doing as many passes up and down as we did with the lawnmower. It's only a little one compared to some of them, but at the same time we're only on a little tiny piece of land with fences, so we've got to use what we can use. Use what fits. Alright, I'll finish this off and we'll grab the wagon. Alright, here we go. I don't think we're going to get too much off it. If we can get a couple of trailer loads, I'll be happy. No complaints really. I just want to get some silage money, I guess. There we go. Full. Drop that in there. I don't think we'll get another full load, but if we can get 5,000 to 8,000 litres, that'd be happy. We've probably got 2 loads in there, so anything more, I mean, that's an extra 5 or 10 grand, I guess. Hasn't cost us that much to set it up. And the last time we done it, it paid for everything that we bought for it, so all we had to pay for this time was the windrower. That was only $1,000 or $1,200, whatever you want to call it. They stuck the windrowing along here. There's stuff everywhere. Another 6,000 litres, that's not bad. Makes a difference on having that field behind us as grass, that's why it'd be good. If we could afford it, to buy that field behind us, we could put up there, you know, some chickens or some market gardens. Plus there's this little bit here I can still do, but very fiddly, so I didn't want to do that up and down on the camera. Reverse this up into here, and I think that's going to be us for the day. Thank you for watching. Hope everyone's safe and well, and we'll see you on the next one.